smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty ought to be my me. Oh yeah. She love me in the graceful pants. You never left. Yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hey, go, go. 12, 12.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
12, 12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
1, 1. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. 1, 1.
Throwing, Mariota. Steps away to his left. The Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. To the air again, Mariota. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And he knocks it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Airing it deep for Garcon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
1.
Following the interception here, Mariota being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
3.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Mariota. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Keep it rolling.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dickson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Mariota escapes the sack. Flushed out right. Now he'll escape to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mariota. Forced out to his left. Shakes off the sack. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
21.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They run it with McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You got him. You got him.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
49 to Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now McKinnon. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
12.
Everyone's got 4 down. Check 3.
6. 11.
Garoppolo now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
One. Three.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First down, Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mariota now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Drops it off for Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. Now it's Parker. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So we reach halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Four down.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's Coleman here, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He's set, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey.
One.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
One. Three.
Mariota now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
One. Three.
Now Mariota. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Three. One.
Throwing, Mariota. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. K.J. Wright in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Three.
Throwing is Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He's got Lockett, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and
21,
scores.
21.
That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Back now here in Santa Clara. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Go ahead. 12. I got it. 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Bradley Pena now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returnable for Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
McKinnon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
To throw Mariota. And Dixon over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw is Mariota. This complete to Lockett. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check 26. 3. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
4 down, 4 down.
1, 1, 1. 3.
Mariota. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Mariota. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Everyone's got 4 down. 56, Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now it's Parker. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. To throw is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good reason.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3.
Coleman now spinning away. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching them. What a performance.
What a performance. If I get my numbers and colors down, it's going to be a real threat.
Just always remember, color between the lines.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now it's Parker. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught by Salah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the right side, caught by Salah. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hey, gun.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.